with CryEngine.
Warning. Warning. Main bay doors opening. Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Stream will begin shortly.
Okay. Are you playing Ark? You can play McCoy Online.
I'll play MWO.
You're playing what?
I'll play MWO.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's a treat.
Do one match without me, though, because I'm eating turkey and my hands are all greasy.
I understand. That's important.
I'm already logged in, but...
Hey, Kodo. All right, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. Doing a little experimentation here with this new machine. The Marauder shaped a bit like a turkey. I hadn't really thought of that. I guess it's got a little fan tail, right? Yes, I'm all alone in the night. It's true. Hey, Stalker. No Grief's going to drop with me, and I imagine that Kodo could probably be dictated to come. I did not vote because I don't care. Oh, Bear Claw 2. Whatever happened to Bear Claw 1? I don't remember seeing the map Bear Claw 1. You know what? Since we're on a snowy sort of cold planet, I'm noticing that it's really cold outside here also. The temperature actually is, survey says, 29 degrees. And it just started snowing here. So there's nothing I can really do about that. Except enjoy the snow.
It does snow in places that get that cold on occasion. There's a thing that happens.
It does, and so now it's snowing on my stream too. It's so cold there and here that it caused precipitation to freeze into snowflakes, and now it's snowing on my stream. Due to the wonders of modern weather technology. It's rather lovely, don't you think? Yes, yes, it is lovely. We're going to go to the FEY live cam and watch her sleep. Yep, there she is, sleeping away. That's a big...
Reactor online.
Big tape measure.
Online. Weapons online.
Hello there.
I guess located on a moon called Bear Claw 2 or something. Oh, maybe that's right, Stalker. Hey, Crimson Eye. Maybe it is Bear Claw 2, the planet or the moon, rather than the second map in a long string of 2 maps.
You saw the video I post?
I don't think I have not watched any videos in Ghostlands for several weeks. Haven't had time. I did remove Yang's F-word educational recording because I don't really need it in my Spec Ops stream.
Yeah.
And it doesn't honestly really matter where it came from or how it was used then or in another culture. Here in our culture for the last 100 years, it's been a crude profanity, and so I don't really need it.
I came across a short video that someone spent $27,000 US dollar on making a PC.
Oh my gosh. Was it a Linus Tech Tips one? Or a Jay-Z?
Yeah, you should go check it out. It's less than 1 minute. You should go check it out. It's pretty awesome actually. But it's
Mine
a bit
was
crazy on the fence.
Mine was less than that.
They're all moving from box.
Mine was
Yours
20.
is way less than that.
Mine was
Jack wasn't even close to
Mine
this.
was 22,000 less than that.
Yeah, and Jack spent how much? Like what? 10,000 Aussie, which is nearly 8,000 USD, something like that. But this is like 3 times what he spent. 3.5.
How many graphics cards does it have in it? Like 3?
It only has 1 graphic card, but the crazy part is it has 192 gigabytes of RAM.
Well, I could have done that. It would have cost me like $100, not even, probably $100 more. I could have done that. I decided I'd rather have some other things
You couldn't
instead.
have done that. There's no consumer grade anything out there that supports 192 gigabytes of RAM.
But they did it, so it has to do with the motherboard.
Yeah, you buy 24 gig sticks. I could put that in this. Yeah, I think that's the case. I actually spec'd it out. Yeah, I initially spec'd it out with that from a McFish build, and I thought about. I just didn't probably need. I would like to have that much RAM, but I don't have to have that much RAM. So
I mean, the
I
highest
pulled
RAM
it
right now you
and
get
went with a
per
little bit
stick is
faster
about
RAM.
64 GB, you know?
I don't know, man.
And less of it. Maybe it was 92, but my board will go to 192. I think I'd have to go check now. It might have been 90. Might have been 96 gigs. I'm not remembering if I remember correctly.
Probably
How's
supports
that?
120. I don't think it supports anything over that.
Yeah, there are some. There are some. I think.
So the PC also has
What
like
CPU did you get?
13900K. I mean 14900K. Sorry.
Can you get a wider flank on them?
Well, 4900K is gonna last you a very long time down. It's gonna last you a very long time.
Critical damage.
And what motherboard?
But if you're going to flank, you got to do it now. Run out of time here.
Maximus Z790 Hero.
Yeah.
Hammer in them, boys. Hammer in them. Yeah, keep on those over.
What's all the coughing going on?
Fuck me.
I just ate a bunch
He's
of
being,
Still is not pushing around. They're just leaving
he's being
it down.
infected. Oh yeah, new influenza virus is on the run, on the outbreak. So guys, if the hospital government tells you to take the vaccine for the H1N1, do not take it, okay? It has been confirmed. All the mRNA vaccine it will alternate your human DNA. And then make
Sorry, hey
human-
Crimson, I'm in the middle of battle here, so I can't listen to you and try to stay live at the same time. I'd like to, but I can't. So I'm not. I'm kind of clipping you out of my brain so I can try to maneuver here.
128.
So tell me when I get back out. 128. Okay, so I'm thinking that it was 96 that I was expecting first.
Left torso critical
Like I said,
damage.
no motherboard.
Left torso destroyed.
Ouch.
Lost ammo destroyed. Ammo explosion detected.
Did I get a kill? Yes, I did. Well,
Destroyed.
lost half my mech doing it.
Online.
Your CPU supports 190 though.
Stick together and focus fire.
That doesn't matter because
The board doesn't. Yeah.
You gotta take on any fight for
Your sound's all garbled again. What's going on with your sound?
Still lit.
Bye-bye. That's
It's all.
I had to do a
Need assistance.
I had to do a BIOS
Target spotted.
update
You might need to do it again.
Target spotted.
to do 124 or no 128 I did on my
I'm stuck down here. Shoot.
Target spotted.
NASCAR or the other way. Go now.
Heat level
Target
critical.
spotted.
Center torso.
Yow! Well, they killed me. I'm not sure how that happened exactly. Like all of a sudden, felt like 3 or 4 men opened up on me. Yeah, it must have been original spec at 96 with 4 gig sticks. I mean 24 gig sticks, so it's probably 96 gigs. But I didn't feel like I needed that much for what I do. It would have been nice, but it's like, do I really need it? No.
I feel like 64 right now is
a pretty good
like
spot.
if I was going to build a computer, I would build 64.
Yeah, and
64
for most video work, it's enough. 128 is preferable, but I figured if I have big enough projects that I need that, the prices will come down and I can upgrade it if I need to and put this memory in something else. Thanks for the drop, guys. Okay, Crimson, you were trying to tell me something. Please, go ahead.
Invite me.
Oh.
I think I forgot. What was I trying to say?
Something about
Yikes.
editing DNA or something.
mRNA vaccines.
Oh yeah. The
Okay, wait. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Crimson. We can't talk about it. I don't want to get another strike on my channel.
I know. It's not
If it's
about
related to
just
that, we can't talk about it, or I get my whole YouTube channel taken offline.
Oh shit. Okay, my bad. All right, then
That's okay. I just wanted to let you know, heads up. That I already got one strike from when Gunfighter was talking about stuff, and it wasn't. I mean, we even disagreed with him, and I said no, it's not accurate, and I got a strike for spreading disinformation when I was actually countering the disinformation. So they don't.
Information, the disinformation.
Knowing YouTube, no, that was not the case.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
And we will see about it.
Their policy basically is if it comes up on their algorithm that you've talked about it, then you're spreading disinformation, pretty much.
Guess the whole world.
I mean, I don't know their policy, but that's the way it was applied. Because I sent them a long letter saying this is what was said, this is what I countered against it, and so if anything, you should be thanking me for, debunking misinformation. But now you're putting a strike against me anyway. I would like you to remove it. And they said nope, because the fact that I allowed someone to talk about it and say something they don't agree with. It's not like they're doctors either, right? It's like whatever.
I get you, but one thing, you should check out the video I shared, man.
I can't share it on my stream. I could probably you could probably link it in Discord chat, not Discord chat, but you can link it in my Twitch chat.
I already put it in the ghost lines of Twitch chat. Oh, give me a second.
I will say one thing, and this isn't specific to any virus in particular, but do you know how mRNA vaccines work, Dark?
I do, yes.
What a wacky way of producing antibodies. I remember when I first read about it, and I was like, huh? Like it tricked your muscles into producing like a stupid version of the actual virus.
Yeah.
That's so whack. I was like, that is very weird and sounds really sketchy.
I'm a little hesitant to start editing our DNA when we don't know that much about it yet.
Look, what used to happen is your own lymphomia, what's the system again?
Immune system?
Our own body system will attack. Yeah, our own immune system will attack the cells because they could not differentiate the difference that produced.
Yeah, but we're straying into that territory that we can't talk about.
Yeah, so
I might completely agree with you both, but we can't talk about it.
So just don't take it. I know. Just simple.
I can't talk about it. We can't talk about it. You can't.
I put on the link. I put on the YouTube link.
I'm just going to mute him till he's done because I can't. I don't want to take it. I've got 4 or 5 years of streams up, and I don't want YouTube taking them down. Sorry, Crimson. I got an invite. Crimson, are you going to join us? I guess I could give you an invite too.
Because I'm waiting for the interview right now.
So, Crimson, I just muted all of that, so I have no idea what you said, and we just need to change the subject.
Yeah, I send you the link in.
Okay, I'll take a look at it later, but not on the stream.
Yeah, no, I know.
I just don't, because I can't fight them. I can't, even if I prove that
asking you
something's. even if I could show them they're wrong or right, or that I'm right about something, and they don't care. They just don't care. They just take unilateral power and
this will
shut people off.
probably change, honestly, eventually, because one of the things that is going to wind up going all the way to the Supreme Court right now is the whole, like, you're either a publisher or you're not.
Right.
And you don't get to, like,
you don't get to be both. Yeah.
Yeah, and, like, have all of the protections of XYZ other thing that doesn't apply to you if you're a publisher, basically.
Yeah, you're a marketplace or you're a publisher. You can't be both.
Yep, and if you're one thing, then
it's not a marketplace; it's a forum of ideas, I guess. Yeah.
Right, a forum. Yes.
Yeah.
A forum. And forums are protected, whereas publishers are not protected.
Or they're liable, at least.
What YouTube and Facebook and Twitter have done is essentially say that they're a forum so that they can get the protections of being a public forum, but that restricts them from being able to silence people's speech.
But which they do, thinking they're an editorial publisher.
Right.
Yeah. And they can't do both.
You can't have both ways.
I'm logging into the game. Give me a second.
Okay, no problem.
Loading.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I hope that they clean that up because it's obviously messed up.
Yeah.
And I'm much less worried about
the process. I mean, it's working its way up to the Supreme Court. Like, they've already had congressional hearings over this and testimony and whatnot all over the place. So it is working its way up there.
Yeah, and of course I'm worried about misinformation or wrong information, but sometimes we don't know what that is until both sides are aired, right? And then time. And so I don't want somebody unilaterally deciding for me.
The Supreme Court is so bogged down right now with Second
Amendment
cases because they're striking down all of these anti-Second Amendment laws from, like, the last couple decades.
Yeah.
Why the loading so long? The trees, the trees. The trees is.
Did I send you a picture of the gun that I built? Speaking of the Second Amendment.
You can. Yeah.
Where's my phone?
Is it like a real gun hand built?
Yeah, it's an actual rifle. It's built by hand by me.
Wow. You got some smithing techniques and machining.
Well, I mean, I didn't machine the parts, but the individual parts are, like, hand-picked.
So you assembled parts that you picked, customized.
When you have the parts when you break it up into pieces as small as I did, you call it building a rifle.
Yeah. It's like building a computer. This
is a purpose-built rifle that's made to accomplish a specific task.
So this is, what would you call this? What would you classify this as?
This is an M5E1. It's an M5E1, and it fires .308 Winchester.
I don't know what 308s are. Are those bigger than what a M?
They're much bigger than what an AR-15 fires. 308 Winchester is like a hunting round.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's really nice looking.
Yep. And I haven't gotten to fire it yet, but I'm hoping Tuesday I'll have time to go out to the gun range to get it sighted
So,
in.
what does it cost to build that out then, to get all the parts?
As it sits in its current configuration, I'm about... So I got the scope. So there's two optics on there if you look closely. There's a holographic sight, which is in a little rubber case. It's that weird thing that's sticking off to the side of the scope.
Yep.
That's a red dot sight that I bought. So not counting that, just the scope. The scope itself was, it's from another rifle that I have. So without the optics, all of the other parts, including the holographic sight, I'm probably about 25-ish hundred in. Maybe a little bit closer to 3,000.
With the scope?
Once I buy a scope, because
you're gonna buy a scope. Okay.
I'm not I'm not counting the cost of the scope because the scope is from a different rifle, so it was technically 0 cost to me.
And it's going to go back to that.
Correct. I am going to buy a scope though, and I know what scope I'm going to buy, and it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be around $1,000. Once I apply my law enforcement discount, I don't know how much it's going to be because I can't remember how much the law enforcement discount is.
Yeah.
But I'll get like a pretty hefty law enforcement discount on it. The scope is going to be around $1,000, and I'm also going to get a suppressor, or as uninformed people call them, silencer, for this rifle as well, which will be about another $1,000 on top of that. So it's gonna be like a $5,000 gun once it's completely complete.
I didn't know suppressors were that expensive. For a rifle,
I think
probably
federal
more.
government for illegally placing restrictions on them.
Yeah.
20% of that cost is a tax stamp
Reactor
to make it legal.
online. Sensors
20% of
online.
that.
Weapons online.
And only
All systems
like very few companies can make them, so they're very high demand, low supply. Which is
And
why
only
they're
law-abiding
really
citizens
expensive.
typically buy them, right?
Well,
I mean, how many
the
criminals care if they
process-
have a suppressor or not? Only assassins.
Well, like nobody really, because like the people that use suppressors are people who. A lot of people who use suppressors use them because they hunt, and hunting is one of the few times where you're probably going to be firing your weapon without any sort of hearing protection, and there's no really good way around that. So, I mean, that's why I'm getting a suppressor,
Yeah.
because my hearing is already extremely damaged. I don't need it to get any worse.
Hang on one second. Hey, are you guys noticing when I click between the game and Discord that No Grease voice gets louder when I'm focused on the game and softer when I'm focused on Discord? I've got a mismatch of volume levels. What's that?
In Discord. It's called ducking, and there's a setting for it in Discord.
But it's not. It's ducking not when I'm talking. It's ducking not when you're talking. It's ducking when I focus a different different window.
Right, because there's audio coming from the different window.
But your audio isn't in the game, so it's adjusting. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right because it gets louder when I go on the other window. It doesn't get softer. You're in Discord, and
Yeah,
then
that
I
doesn't
click
make
over
much
to the
sense.
game, and then you're louder. It's like,
Yeah, I would think it
wait a
would be
minute.
the other way around.
Yeah, I didn't have this before the way the system was configured, so this is different than it's normally behaved. And I noticed it last night, but I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. Since you were just talking continuously and I was switching back and forth, it clicked in for me.
Oh shoot.
We have
And
a
see,
lot
like
of
Crimson's
latex on
super
our
loud
team.
now.
1, 2,
I'm
3,
dead.
4. We got
It's like
4 light
it's like
mags.
all my game volume is really loud for you guys.
3 light mags now. You killed yourself.
Because I was chased out of bounds. They were on my butt. What can I
So
do?
like it sounds like he's yelling. I'm
The
gonna
annoying buggers.
go here to settings, go to audio.
I would think
You're
that
like
would be a mech
screaming,
warrior
you're
setting
like
in
on my
that case.
butt for no good reason.
Set to 0 dB, so that's all okay.
Damn it.
Zoom game. It's got to be somewhere else. I'll have to poke at that.
I'd probably be looking in your game settings.
I just did, and they're fine.
Yeah.
They're normal. There, I hit the cave up there. Not the guy I was shooting at, of course.
Kappa has fallen.
You're a Lumbo. You can be stuck there. Darn it. Oh well.
Target spotted.
How are we supposed to use the airstrikes in this map?
I don't know.
No, you can't. Not in the cave, only outside the cave.
Target spotted.
Well, so far I've missed all 3 of my shots. Isn't that nice?
Do not let them push ahead. We're halfway there.
I just 1v1 a light mech in one somehow.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Online.
Ooh.
Heat level critical.
Multiple also on box 4.
Critical
We need to
damage.
push. We're getting pincered.
I pushed up here and got
We're getting
shut down.
pincered here. We need to push or something.
Yeah.
Push the wall on Echo 3, guys. Echo 3 doesn't have a south there. Push. There's only one coordinate right there. Box 4 has 2 or 3 or south.
Left torso critical damage.
Push out the Echo 3, guys. Push out the Echo 3. Oh, you.
Critical damage.
I think they're gonna kill me here.
Torso critical damage.
Yep. That was bad.
Oh, it's Rack Daddy. Okay, that's
Okay,
strange.
let's go back over here. Check my audio settings. Probably maybe it's the streaming settings too could be wonky. Video, audio speakers, analog output fine, push talk, voice activity great.
426 damage as a light mech.
Choose sound, choose servers.
2 kills.
So those are all okay. Let's go into XSplit, tools, audio mixer. I don't know why you're taking so long to load there, audio mixer buddy. Stream audio only. My thing is fine. Device settings. Everything looks fine. Copy left to right, that's correct. 48K, that's correct. Audio preview, do I want that? I don't remember.
Are you guys?
Headset. It
That's
sounds like,
Hellbringer.
is that Jay-Z?
Jay-Z? Oh yeah. It is
Hey Jay-Z, welcome.
That's like
Your audio's all robotized.
Hi, JC.
We can't hear you. It's all garbled, and then cuts out.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
Now it's better.
New target acquired.
Well, he doesn't have an arm.
Target destroyed.
A longbow. 5 ace LB5 X's and 3 medium lasers.
Target acquired.
Wait, are you sure it's 5 LB5s?
No, it's 4, but I said 5 looking at the 5X.
Ah, right. I was gonna say it's like I
Yeah.
am not familiar with this variant.
No, I made up my own variant by reading things from the inside out.
Victory is ours.
Yeah.
How you doing?
You think? Yeah, going alright. Just driving in from work. Yeah.
Yeah. I got my new computer running.
Oh, amazing. That's great.
It's really nice. It's fast. I like fast.
So you can die it in 120 FPS.
I can die at 180 FPS, and
Oh,
it's so fast I don't even feel the pain anymore.
there you go.
Yeah,
It's like ripping the band-aid off with a rocket.
right, right. And the sad part is I have no more excuses for how bad I am. Now it's like, oh, I can't blame my slow frame rate at 20 frames per second or 12 frames per second or whatever. It's like I don't have any more excuses. I'm just bad.
What's your reflexes though?
Those are slow too. I
He's
think
old.
those are slower. I think now that I'm getting older and that the computer's faster, I have a benchmark to see how slow they really are. It's pretty pathetic. I kind of knew
the thing
that.
is, I mean, look, I'm not that old, not that young, but there's a guy in my unit. He's about half my age, actually. Crazy enough, think about it. At least he was last year when he first started. He's half my age.
Yeah.
And his obviously his twitch reflexes names it's faster than mine, but I can make decisions probably with more experience and stuff. So it kind of levels out. I'm usually still slightly ahead.
Yeah, I don't
So
have
it's one of those things
either of
where-
those skills though. So thanks for
I was about to
noticing
say
that
is-
other one.
I was about to say, making the wrong decision quickly it just doesn't. You wouldn't
Right,
even help.
it's not still not helpful. Right. It just
As long
gets
as
me
making
to
the wrong
the
decision
end
quickly.
game faster.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to get to is, if you're making the wrong decision anyway, being slower is better.
Oh, yeah. I
See?
should take my time to make
Think
the
of it
wrong
this
decision.
way. Exactly.
Yeah, that's smart. I
You got-
knew I'd get
you got-
some life wisdom from you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. It takes a bit of time to get to that. But it's like, if you're going to make the wrong decision anyway, take your time.
I think a lot of people would suggest that I just hurry up and get it over with. But what you're saying is I should linger and enjoy the bad decision process as long as possible to put off the inevitable.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. I mean, Drax will come in and tell me I'm completely wrong.
But we know he's
so
wrong, so that means you're right.
Well, we don't know that.
Yeah,
look, we have to give
we're
Drax
pretty
the
sure
benefit
about.
of the doubt.
I think
He's been wrong the first 50 times, but the 51st time, you never know. You got to give him the benefit
it could
of the
be. Are you watching my stream right now?
doubt. Well, I'm watching the road. I think that's safer.
So here, I don't know if you can see your camera. Here's my.
I'm not going to use my phone while driving. That's
I know,
not
but can
a
you
good idea.
can you see my computer?
Well, again, not safely.
There, I'm showing it on the screen. You can just glance at it.
It's on the road, Dark.
Yeah, details.
I believe you. I believe that you're showing it.
I'm showing it. Okay, well, oh jello.
So what CPU and graphics card did you go with?
I got a 14900K and a 4090 Republican
okay.
Gamers Strix overclocked.
And what's your monitor setup?
Well, my monitor I've already had it. It's a 38-inch ultra wide, 3840 by 1600 resolution. It's
Well,
only
180 hertz.
No, it's only 75 hertz, but that's fine. It's fine for me. They don't make them when I got this. They didn't go really higher at this big of a size anyway.
That sounds like a brilliant setup, though. I'll
It's
easily
gorgeous.
run
It's nice for video editing and color correcting and photo editing and color correcting and having lots of lanes and lots of real estate to edit. That's what I mainly got it for.
It should be able to get that 75 FPS out of a 12-year-old CryEngine 3 game. So yeah, it sounds good.
Right. Well, actually, my 1080 Ti was doing anywhere from 50 to 30 frames per second on that resolution, but I had to dial things down a little bit, quite a bit.
Oh, and I joke, but NWO is actually not that optimized. To be honest with you, the CPU bump will help you probably more than the graphics card bump.
No, actually, the graphics card bumped a lot. I was getting lags, and my stream was cutting out and restarting and disconnecting and stuff. Even using the GPU on the 1080, which worked fine with my 4770 i7 before, but I was temporarily using an i5.
Weapons online.
And then I didn't have, so I guess I can't really compare because when I put the 4090 in, I also put in the 14900K. So it's probably a combination of the two of them.
Anyway, you should have a pretty big setup now. That's amazing.
It's super nice. I just don't. I don't have. I've got like 120 programs to reinstall, so I'm not looking forward to all that. Lots
Like
of.
the aimbot.
Well, they're VST programs, like plugins
Oh,
for
yeah.
audio and music production and mixing and compressors and effects and stuff like that. And then there's all of my Photoshop and Lightroom stuff and all my filter plugins for that kind of stuff.
Oh
and,
yeah, that'd be all the
and then
packages.
yeah, and they're all little things, right? And overlays and stuff. And then I've got libraries of graphics for backgrounds and things like that. And then I've got all my video stuff and video editing stuff. So DaVinci Resolve and a bunch of plugins for that and a bunch of libraries for that, and it goes on and on and on.
Could you pull the hard drives out of the old one?
Well, but they're not. I tried to do I bought some software that was supposed to migrate it all, but it didn't do it. It messed things up. So I left the old hard drives alone.
That's annoying.
And and my motherboard that ran everything and had everything died, so I had to replace it. But I've got a replacement for that motherboard, a used one coming, and then I'm going to put that motherboard back in, and then I will migrate some stuff that way, and some stuff I'll just have to. It'll be cleaner to do a fresh install because the Windows 10 versus Windows 11 and stuff. But I just found out from the guy I bought the board from in China from eBay that it got lost in shipment. They're going to have to send me another board, and which is kudos. They're going to.
It's still annoying, but yeah.
But it's
lost his arm.
Target acquired.
There you go.
What's that guy doing? Atlas in the courtyard.
New target acquired.
Hotel. Ah.
Airstrike.
Oh, UAV above the Citadel. Trying to get the angle.
Enemy UAV.
It's him.
There's a flamer over here.
I mean, Charlie's really useless at this point. Ah, flamer.
Hotel Atlas is up between the buildings at Citadel.
Oh,
Moving back down the back ramp.
Target spotted.
Left arm critical damage. New target acquired.
Get out there, no grief.
Right torso critical damage. Right torso destroyed.
Highlander with 3 flamers. What was he thinking?
Right arm destroyed. Left torso critical
It's like I lost my
damage.
Gaussers.
Left arm destroyed. Weapon explosion detected.
I'm bringing him
Okay.
in.
Rifle destroyed.
Don't bring them to me. I got nothing left but 3 lasers.
All right, well they're coming, so you better be ready.
Torso critical
I'm getting shot from the side here now too.
Yeah, we need to go
I'm
back.
gonna die. They killed me.
Damn it.
That was rude.
Heat level critical.
I died.
I don't. Yeah, I died too.
Should have known better, but I think the dark was going to keep me safe. What was I thinking?
Piranha is spread job.
Why were you thinking that?
Like mechs. Oh well.
Everyone's running this long bow.
I don't know why the sound's deviant there. It's really weird.
Right torso destroyed. Right arm destroyed. Large pulse laser destroyed. Heat sink destroyed. Target destroyed.
Shit, they're coming.
I wonder if it's the volume for the game is just turned up louder. When I go to the game, it turns the volume back up. Okay, this is set to 50. The game is set to 78.
Come on, man.
So maybe that's what it is.
603 damage though. As a light mech. Again.
What build were you running?
Piranha with a bunch of lasers.
Looks like that's the problem.
Cool. That's neat to know because it's like a nerf it. Cheers.
Like a lot of small lasers and a couple small pulses, micro lasers.
Jay-Z, your audio's still cutting in and out a lot now.
New target.
So if you're talking, we can't hear you. It's okay. I just wanted you to know we're not always hearing what you're saying. You're probably going too fast for light to be able to keep up with you. For the radio waves.
Australia does spin faster.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I would think it's spinning backwards though for some reason because it's under, beneath the equator.
Well, that's twice the wrong speed of going forwards, like the US is. So
Yeah.
Airstrike online. Incoming missile.
Have you tried out the longbow?
I have not. I don't. The trouble is when I buy a mech, because I want to support the game, I tend to buy the whole $70 pack, and I just spent a lot of money on my computer. I spent even more money on replacing all my underfloor air ducts. That was $8,000, and my heat pump unit was another $1,400. And Christmas is here, and it's like I don't think I should be spending $70 on some mechs.
So you're not going to support the game?
I'm going to support the game. I just bought $30 worth of mechs 2 weeks ago. So,
but what about these mechs?
Darn it, you're terrible. I feel like I'm letting the game down.
You are letting the game down.
They're big mechs, and I'm not really good in big mechs.
Heavily on that $60.
On my, I know, on that $70.
Nobody likes this game. Nobody buys stuff,
Except for me.
Might be the only $60 that they get this month.
I know, and they need it for their families. You're right, I'm terrible.
Target destroyed.
And during the holiday season.
I know, right?
Can't believe you.
Wow.
I'm the worst sort of guy.
Not very Christian of you, Dark.
No, you're right. I didn't say I'm a perfect Christian. I'm a Christian in process.
We all.
It's a painful process. Hey, Hellbringer, welcome.
I think it's of no surprise that somebody with the name, with the word hell in their name, comes in at this precise moment.
No, it's not. He's my guiding angel, evidently. Or demon.
We're just bad at labeling things over here, that's all.
Yeah. I missed the MechWarrior 4 longbow. This model's so ugly. I actually, Stalker, I don't mind the look and feel of like the new Marauder they did in this. I don't know. I don't remember what the longbow looked like in MechWarrior 4. It's been so long since I played that game. But I think this is definitely not the old Marauder, but there's something about it that's still pretty nice. So I'm okay with it. Hellbringer, are you joining?
Yeah, I was just about to log in, except for I opened the wrong game, and now I gotta wait for this to open.
Oh my gosh, you've gotten so messed up.
Such a mess, such a mess.
I've seen the loyalty generator with 99% laser cooldown. Yeah, I've seen it in the game, and people are playing it. Looks pretty fun. She never bought anything on here. It is a shame, Stalker. It seems like you are worse than I. I'll bet I've spent $1,000 on this game over the last 8 years.
Oh my lord, respect just went out the window.
Maybe not that much. Did I get a little respect back?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
because for you to even think about ballparking it anywhere remotely close to that number.
I'll bet it's not that high. How would it tell me if I go back and look? Does it give me
It's still
how
the
much
first
spent?
number you thought of.
If it's over 1,000, you get a smiley face.
You get what?
Yeah, a little smiley face in your profile.
Oh, do you? Seriously?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
That'd be funny. If I log in here, I don't think it tells you anywhere.
No. See, that's intentional. But because they found out people have spouses.
Yeah, once people find out how much they've spent, they say, no more, I'm swearing it off. No Grief did that before he spent anything.
Hey,
should be able.
It's a free game. I intend to spend $0 on a free game.
I could have spent $500 on it, though, pretty
It's
easily.
free for a reason. The company literally believes that they wouldn't make any money selling the actual base game. Think about that for a second. They acknowledge that nobody would buy this game.
Maybe they decided that they'd give away the game to get in and play, and then people would buy stuff for it, which is what I've done.
It's that one.
But
no, it is that one.
But if it was a good game that they thought was a good game, then people would buy it and then continue spending money on it, like Warzone, for example.
I think it's a great game. It's a great game. It's a great game. I don't know what to say other than that. It's a great game.
Or Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Nah.
There are different models.
I think No Grief doesn't like this model.
For the game.
I'm in.
I give you an invite.
No, I don't like the.
All right.
I'm okay with offering a game for free and then having a bunch of stuff paid for. I just think that it should be unlockable by everybody.
We had this conversation last night for about 15, 20 minutes, and and I think No Grief went and got some, counseling, and now he's back for more.
Not as low as I could.
I did. I went to our neighborhood Drac, and he told me, you know what? You're right. I agree with you.
But we know Drex is wrong, which means then that you're wrong.
Well, mostly wrong.
Mostly
wrong.
The counselor's never wrong. The counselor's not supposed to give you a whole lot of actual decision making. You're supposed to do that yourself if they're a good counselor.
Right, and he led me to make the decision that everybody else was wrong and I was right.
Yeah, that may not be the best counseling method either.
Says Dark Marauder, the sinner who doesn't support his favorite game developer during the holidays in their time of need.
I have supported them.
Holiday?
I have supported them just this month. I supported them twice. How many times have you supported them fiscally? Ever?
0.
There you go.
And I intend to keep it that way.
So don't tell me what a terrible Christian I am in not supporting
Why would I spend money?
game.
Okay, answer me this. Why would I spend money on a game when the developers are literally like, we're going to stop all development on this game in the next year and start sunsetting the game entirely?
Yeah, but I'm old enough
that's still ongoing. But here's the other thing. Dark, have you heard some passage somewhere about specks and planks and eyes?
Yeah.
I feel like there's an example to be made in the situation. There's someone with a bit of a speck.
Someone's telling me that I have a plank in my eye when in fact they haven't even put a toothpick down towards the goal of, supporting these poor developers. And yet somehow I'm the bad guy who doesn't support them enough.
You are the bad guy.
If you're the toxic bad guy, you should join 228. We're all toxic.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well, the other thing is that if they're sunsetting the game, that's starting to sound more and more attractive as I get older, because sunsetting is something I'm probably be destined to be doing too. Maybe it's the game for me. I'll just sit in front of a screen with a mech on it thinking I'm playing. And since I won't
So
die
you're telling me that-
repeatedly, I'll think I'm better.
So it's not about being a game. It's about being an interactive screensaver. That's where we're at.
Yeah, I can move the joystick. It'll move the thing around and stuff. I can fire at things, but I'm not really playing the game. I'm playing the PGI screensaver.
That's it. You got it.
It's
know
only
what's
peak
sad?
content.
it's $89.
Likely, when they sunset the game, the servers will just go offline. Because I'm sure that they're not going to like just give the server software away to people for people like me to host if they want to.
People like you who haven't ever given them a dime, why would they give you license to the code?
Yeah. They're
Let me
indebted.
think about that.
Socially
Yeah, they're
indebted.
indebted to you. Yeah, yeah.
Especially to me, yeah.
This all makes so much sense in an alternate universe that doesn't exist.
That will be my compensation to them, is keeping their dead, dying game alive just a little bit longer.
Compensation of $0. Yeah. No,
It costs money to run servers. What do you mean?
Your moral high
agree
ground
with
is
that.
so high I can barely even see it through the clouds.
Yeah. Look, no, but one of the funny things is, for a free-to-play title of its age, it's still active and going. There's a lot of other people who spend a lot more money on other games and servers which have gone offline. So I'm actually really happy to see MGM continue to keep going and still being around. Like, that's why the new mechs are still being released. That's why there's new maps, which they don't sell maps, right?
To be fair though, most games that sunset their servers are telling you like a couple months before it happens, not an entire year or more before it happens.
Well, they are, and they are talking about doing a MechWarrior Online version 2 if they can get the license extended. They might be doing that. So, is that bad? That's great. That'd be great.
If they think it's good enough to charge money for it, I would pay for it.
But they won't charge because they want you to get in there free because they're too nice, and then you hate them for it.
Yep.
No, that what would be awesome is they migrate the entire MechWarrior Online to MechWarrior Online 2, and then it's in Unreal Engine. That would be decent enough to pay for.
This is decent enough that it's a great game. Oh, did I mention it was a great game?
I feel like a lot of the people that
Reactor online.
play this game
Sensors online.
wouldn't be able to run a MechWarrior
Weapons
2
online.
or MechWarrior Online 2
All
because
systems
Yeah.
nominal.
if they make a MechWarrior Online 2, it's undoubtedly going to be an Unreal 5.
Wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
You know, which is going to put it out of the spec range for probably
Yeah, but-
I'd say 70% of the players who play.
Games have
MechWarrior Online.
always pushed the envelope on hardware. They always have. And when I bought the Founders Pack of this game, I couldn't play the game for a year and a half after it came out because I couldn't afford the machine that would run it. But I bought it anyway.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying it's funny. Because I know that a lot of people that play this game, for example, Crimson Knight, won't be able to play MechWarrior Online 2 until he manages to buy a better computer.
Yep.
It all depends though on like what that go with, and also if
Crimson Eye,
there's
man.
games, if there's games that are coming out, 15 years apart with sequels. Like you think about by the
It's not
time,
wrong.
Negative.
yeah, but
Currently, I'm running at the lower settings, so yeah.
yeah, and I'm glad you can still play, but reality is you're probably in the lower 2% of systems because this game is like 12 years old.
Do we have to go inside?
If you think about it though, if
bar,
this
or
game's
can
coming
we
up,
fight
15 years
outside?
apart. Yes, Crimson and others probably won't
You
be
can
able to play
fight
for the first couple of years.
Negative.
But
Nobody else will be there.
well,
I can
not
fight.
necessarily. I mean, like Dark said, he didn't play for the first little bit. But I think saying 70% of players wouldn't be able to play it is assuming that they're going to pick, Unreal 5 with the highest possible max settings running. Essentially, will it run 8K resolution at 240 FPS? They probably won't do that for a game like MechWarrior. Like, think about MechWarrior 5. The requirements of MechWarrior 5 aren't that arduous.
Yeah, but that's UE4,
Right here, don't come out, guys.
Need assistance.
which is at this point an engine which is
Need
literally
assistance.
8 years
Target
old.
spotted.
Like UE4 came out in like 2015.
Target spotted.
Well, That yes, but what I'm saying is that like there's
Airstrike online.
like a higher engine doesn't necessarily mean that the overhead goes up multiple orders of magnitude. Okay, and the engine choice, they may even pick UE4 anyway. Who knows? We don't actually know what they're going to pick because they're experienced with UE4. So it's hard to know
Delta
what they're going to go
Stalkers in the
with.
open.
If they, like UE4 has
Delta Stalkers down.
So
Good work, guys.
Nice kill, Mauler.
Target spotted.
Donka.
Oops.
Do
I'm right
airstrikes
behind
work
you,
in this
Oscar.
map?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do, but they
Because
don't
they're
get down below the cave shield on top.
We got no rock.
No, you just impact
Yeah,
the wall
what's
up top.
Yeah,
the
it
slight
totally obliterates the
continuous
snow
stuff,
up
you know?
above you.
Target spotted.
There's I think it's a diver right there.
Target
Target
spotted.
when you
acquired.
hit it,
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Need
Hi, Jay.
Target spotted.
All right, I think I need to go.
Target
Right, so he has to go up.
Shoot, that didn't quite clear that dropship hull
Yeah, I
there.
fucking hate this map.
Target spotted. Affirmative. The enemy has started to chip away at us. Stay frosty.
Airstrike online.
This map sucks.
It's a great map,
It's a good map. You just
especially
have
with
to
the
know how to
snow
navigate.
that I've added. I think adding the snow
It's
really
a good
helped.
map and a light mech. It's a good map and a light mech.
Enemy
Sucks
forces
in
at
a heavy mech
75%.
though.
Target
You
assistance.
get warmed on.
I need to go on my torso.
Don't let the hostiles take down any more of
Kill.
you. Need assistance.
Lima.
New
it
target
was you,
acquired.
buddy.
Target destroyed.
Yeehaw!
Affirmative. Need assistance. Target spotted.
Target
Looks like only
acquired.
half of the enemies remain.
Heat level critical.
You get
Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
Nice.
Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
go off.
Heat
We
level
got one in
critical.
D5. Two in D5.
I don't know where that little light went.
Behind you there.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
It's almost late. You shut down. For like 2
New
seconds.
hostiles are
Heat sink
remaining.
destroyed.
Target
Center
spotted.
torso critical damage.
Is there another one behind me?
No, there's still one in D5.
Oh.
There he goes.
Piranha.
Yeah, it was behind you the whole time, Jack.
Just be
Target destroyed.
around us.
I took care of him. He had some issues, and I just got rid of the issues.
Target spotted.
Piranha coming in.
Okay, second also. Nice. Nice general.
Heat level critical.
Good shot.
Good kill.
One last one.
Affirmative.
Echo 544.
Where's the last one at?
He's in D5, heading to D4.
He's using your large. I think it's a Jenna.
Where is he?
It's probably one of those lights that were harassing
This
the
guy
whole thing.
shot, but I don't see anybody over here that he shot at.
Oh, I hate drag, man. I hate drags.
Go left, Dirk.
Yeah.
I'd say he's probably in the 6th line.
Could
Is
be.
he shooting at anybody else? Or is he just
Yeah,
hiding?
he's to D5, E5 area to your left.
Okay.
C4, D4.
Oh, he's over at C4.
Stay together.
I'm trying, but our teammate keeps running away.
Run away!
Go to your light pilot, which is up to the left a little.
To the left, yeah. Go to your left, yeah. Facing left.
No, he's to the right. From the angle that laser was. Yep, he's somewhere in that
I
direction.
didn't see the laser.
Yeah, he's in
From the-
E3.
From the angle of that laser that fired.
Affirmative.
Yeah,
Go
go
three.
facing E4. Yeah, go face E4.
Yep. Oh, can I get
E4,
up here?
he's right there.
Stuck in a hole.
I got stuck
on
in
the
that
right.
same spot, Dirk.
Yeah, it's going towards
Echo 2.
factory.
Guess I gotta duck my head.
Yeah, he's Fox 5 now, up top. Affirmative.
Did I hit him?
Yeah, he did.
You're right there. You did.
Can't really even see him.
He's a spider.
What
Spider.
are you doing?
Good work, guys. Thanks for the drop. I couldn't really see him. I saw a movement there, and I thought, maybe he's there. Maybe he's not.
Yeah, it's time for you to get new glasses. You need a better one.
Well, it's not just my glasses. They are out of prescription a little bit, but I had a vein burst in my eyeball on my left side, so it's all cloudy and hard to see. Everything's fuzzy, and I've got some cloudy black stuff of blood that's floated around back in there, and it really affects my vision. So that's not helping, and that's a dark spot over there he was in, so that made it worse. But all the same, not a terrible match by any means. 3 kills, half a K damage. And snow. We got snow on the stream, everybody. Woohoo! Yeah, like 90% of the mechs are unlockable if you do mostly. Oh, we're going to go back on that. I'm going to skip that. Sorry, we already had that conversation. I love that they decorated the mech lab. It's festive. And the snow that I have brought into the stream as part of my little gift to everyone works really well with that too. So thanks, PGI. Oh yeah, there's that link, Crimson, that you were talking about, the $27,000 gaming PC. Holy cow.
Yeah. You saw how many cooling fan it has?
No. How many does he have?
It has 400 millimeter cooler fan on both sides of the PC case.
400?
Millimeter.
And it is
Oh.
so expensive. The only
it's
way
like
we can
four
lift
of
this
them
full setup
on the
is
left
by
and the right
supporting it with our own hands. Each side panel
cooling
is a
fan.
400 by 400 millimeter radiator.
So the
filled
PC
with
casing
water.
is
The side
a
panel
Well, it has
ventilation.
400 millimeter radiators. Okay, then it's got 4 fans on each side.
the same thickness as a whole
Yes.
computer. Inside we have a Intel 13900
front
KS
also
and
too,
NVIDIA
and then with the
RTX
water- with
4090,
water
5
cooling,
NVMe drives and
so
6
the PC
SATA
is gonna
drives,
run
all 8
super cool
terabytes,
quite
a
good.
1600 watt
Of
power
course, not
supply.
The 8 terabyte
except the fan noise.
drives are super expensive right now for MDNE.
Yeah.
I don't see why he spent that much though, because like I have a 1500 watt power supply. He's got a 1600 watt power supply. We have the same graphics card. I have the same level CPU. I don't have as much memory, but I could have easily for not a whole lot more. and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Are you talking about Drax's computer again?
So I have 12 fans in mine if you count the GPU fans.
Whose
No, we're talking
computer are
about
you
this.
talking
We're talking about this $27,000 gaming PC somebody built that Linus Tech Tips does a short on.
Supply. Oh yeah.
And it's not going to be really much, if any, faster than what I just built for
192 gigabytes
way
of RAM.
less than that.
Naturally repaired it with a
These
$3,000
videos that are like that, they're doing it for the thumbnail and the title, and they're
Yeah.
spending.
It's too big.
They're not searching
And somebody
for,
who wants to
like,
spend
you know,
unlimited
what's the
funds, right?
Yeah, they're not looking for like best bang in the buck components. They're looking for what's the most expensive of this high-end component that I can possibly get.
Yeah.
And then they're buying that.
And then they're saying in this, and it's dumb. Because the monitor's too big. Yeah, it is. That's why I didn't get a 4K monitor to stick in front of my face, and I got an ultra wide instead, because I don't have to go up and down and sprain my neck from playing. But it fills my field of vision.
Nah, the 4K thing that got pushed by Linus, people were like, it backfired them horrible, because people were saying you don't need 4K to play games. It's just false advertising and marketing, you know, bullshit just to get
No,
people
but
to.
4K does look better.
It does look nicer.
Yes, you do need 4K.
Not gonna lie, but you don't need 4K.
I didn't say you need it.
I want
I
it.
didn't say you need it.
I want it.
But because Linus was like spamming the 4K thing over and over for at least 3 months, people get fed up with him, and it backfired him.
Whatever. There's lots of trends like that happen. Everybody wants 4K, and they like 4K, and there's nothing wrong with him liking 4K.
No,
He's on to 8K now, isn't he? Like, he's got 8K this, 8K that.
No.
No, 8K cameras. He films with 8K cameras.
Oh, and he's
Because
got red cameras. Yeah, those are spendy.
Yeah.
No, that. Because earlier days, 2 years ago, when 3000 series was out,
Alexa downstairs, lights off.
to achieve 4K at that time, it cost a lot. It cost like 40,000, and he did it with 40,000.
It doesn't, though. I mean, I was running. This is 3/4 4K. It's 3840, which is the same width as 4K, and instead of 2160 tall, it's only 1600 tall. So I cut off a third of the top, and I get decent frame rates in a lot of games with my 1080 Ti.
1600p monitor or what?
It's not 1600p because it's 3840 wide, which is 4K. So it's just cut down on the height. It's 1600. A lot of these monitors are like 1440, or they could be 16, which would be what, 1600p would probably be, I don't know, 3200 or something like that.
2K, I think, or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's a regular 4K without the top part, basically. Or you're just cutting, you're cutting the top and bottom off or whatever, but it's 1600 pixels instead of 2160. So you're cutting off, what's that, 560 pixels from the height is all. Other than that, it's a 4K screen. And it's gorgeous, and it's high res, and it's color accurate, and it's great. And I don't want it higher because I'd be constantly looking up to try to find things for menus and stuff, because it'd be too much head tilting. Especially because I'm only 24 inches away from it. I'm really close, so it fills my frame of view. And your frame of view is wider than it is higher. So it's perfect for this. It's perfect for a lot of things. I really like it. Are there times I wish I had a full 4K screen? Yeah, but not often.
No need. I mean, with the DSSL thing and the FSR, you don't need that 4K monitor, For me, if
I do need it when I'm editing photos. I absolutely need the higher res and the more pixels. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't buy this for
work.
gaming. So your point of you don't need it for gaming, sure, you don't need it. But you don't need anything for gaming. You can get a Game Boy, or you can play cards, right? A lot of people buy this stuff because they want it to look as good as it can, and they're willing to spend more money for it, and that's all fine. Nothing wrong with that. I buy it for work oriented, and it just so happens that if you get a really high end work machine, that it's a pretty good gaming machine too. Go figure. But I don't game that much. Just Mech Warrior, which is the best game.
I'm just only gonna play a few games only. Maybe a lot of smaller games, but yeah.
Weapons online.
We shall see.
Look, I only have 2 people watching my stream tonight, and I've added snow. I don't understand why people aren't taking advantage of this festive stream.
Any enemies that get in the way.
Could it be because I'm not very good and they don't want to watch me die? No. No, because they come here to watch me die all the time anyway, so it's not that reason. Could it be because it's Sunday night and they have to get up in the morning and work? Maybe. It's too bad the people who watch my stream can't make a living at it, but I can't afford to pay them to watch me. Because I only make $13 a month off my stream. So I could divvy that up, give everybody 25 cents.
You need to stream at least 4 hours per day to make decent money.
I need to stream. Well, I'll never be that popular of a streamer because I'm too old, and I play a niche game, and although I'm hilarious, that's not enough these days.
Game? What's a niche game?
Online.
Niche. Sorry, my French is not very good.
Computer, play niche game.
You should learn from Kodo. You should learn from Kodo about that one.
Niche.
Niche.
Dude, I slept like so much crap yesterday. I'm going to bed early today, I think.
Target spotted.
Because I felt like I went to bed at a reasonable time, but man, I was so tired all day today.
I will.
Target acquired.
Oops.
That is not a happy direwolf.
Yeah, he's pissed because me and the wolfhound triggered him a little
Target
bit.
spotted.
We have a light coming around behind us here too.
Let's go find the diary, buddy.
Target spotted.
Airstrike online.
Multiple lights, D4 rolling in behind us.
Target spotted.
The Delta?
Target spotted.
That direwolf's taking a
Target
beating.
destroyed.
Good kill on dire.
Yeah, I can
Airstrike
Oh, that was
online.
Twisted. Oh my god, that's him. Sorry, man. Oh no.
Charlie, focus Charlie, assault. Longbow right here.
Target spotted.
Don't get twisted,
Target
man.
acquired.
Yeah, he's a chill guy.
Don't leave. Turn around and help me
Wow,
take lights
wow,
if you can.
Come on,
Airstrike
Longbow, what do you
online.
want me to do?
Gee, that worked out. Oh, she's talking me.
Bro, it's a stealth mech, man. I can't help you kill that guy.
Target acquired.
Hey Maverick, if you could turn around, you just walked by 2 of them in this little left niche here, and they're shooting me. Maybe you can get them from the other side.
Airstrike online.
Now this
Oh
is
god.
over.
Oh god.
Just keep hiding in NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Yeah, what the heck? Why? Why is our team all the way over on the other side of the map again?
We don't know where we're going or why we're going there.
They're doing actual laps, man. Our team is doing actual laps. This is ridiculous.
You guys realize
New target acquired.
Kill them, Dart. Kill them.
I'm going to kill him.
Online.
I am going to
That's
kill
crazy.
him.
Our team did actual laps around the center. Like, what the... What are you doing, man? People are so dumb.
Target destroyed.
I looked away from the map for like 20 seconds. The team was on the other side of it. Just full sprint.
Why people keep
Thanks for the kill.
Shut it down. On your left, down, behind you.
Yep.
Charlie.
Target acquired. Heat level critical.
Oh, no grave.
I can't believe how hard our team NASCAR.
Heat level critical.
The
Oh,
guy
I
said
shut down
it
in front of
chat,
him.
and I looked at the map and I was very surprised at where my team was. Wow. This guy's gonna overheat to death. What is he doing?
Heat level
Got
critical.
40 as a death wish. There it was. Overheated.
Yep. think I'd already. Oh, yeah, I used both my cool shots already.
Right torso destroyed.
I wasn't even talking about you.
Right
Oh.
arm destroyed.
That bar
Center
guy, he literally
torso
killed himself.
critical damage. Weapon explosion.
Well, no good to answer your question.
I died.
Lights and medium cannot FaceTime the enemy, so we have to run.
I don't know why we ran around in circles like that. That was dumb.
Override
Yeah, the
engaged.
entire team was following you though.
Not me. I was following somebody else too, and then I cut in, and they weren't. A lot of them were spread out way behind me. We were spread out all over the place, and then they just stayed together until we kind of started coming in on them.
They cut the NASCAR in half is what happened.
Yeah.
With this long line of people going around the edge of the circle in circles.
Yeah.
And what they did was they stayed together, cut through the center of the circle, chopped our team in half, and just killed everybody on the backside
and
of the
then
NASCAR.
chewed through everybody. Yeah.
Which, exactly like that guy in the chat said, you know, we literally lost that game to NASCAR because people just wouldn't stop. Don't follow the lights. On some level, like, if, and I'm not saying you were, and I'm not saying it's your fault by any means, Crimson Eye, or any of the Light Mech's fault, but if you're aware that what you're doing is causing your idiot team to be idiot, then, like,
No.
probably just stop doing what you're doing.
Then lead them back to the team, maybe.
Yeah.
Look, it's not my entire fault.
And like I said, I'm not saying it is your responsibility. I'm not saying it's your responsibility or any Light Mech's responsibility. But if you're noticing that it's happening and people are too stupid to figure out what's happening, but you see it,
You should
then,
call it
like,
out.
Yeah.
But
well,
nobody
not even call it
listens.
out because we were calling it out and nobody was listening. Just turn around, run the other direction.
Yeah. If they'll follow you,
turn
but
around and run the other
they
direction.
by that time they're already in motion, right? Getting them to stop is not easy.
9 times out of 10, if they're not the front of the pack, though, like they're followers. If they're no longer longer following somebody, then they don't want to be. Like, the whole mentality behind following someone in a NASCAR is like, there's people in front of you, so you're relatively safe.
Go ahead and
right?
ready up.
Because they're gonna die first, and then you can fight. But
I suppose you could
second
always
they're in front-
stop in front of them and say, "Turn around, go the other way. You don't want to go this way. It's dangerous." I'm
I
a
say
scout.
turn around,
You
so
don't
walk
want to
the
go
other
this way. And then maybe they'll say, "Oh, okay, right." And then you can go back and scout while they go back to the group.
Answer is always, no, the correct answer is always that. Don't follow lights. Don't follow your teammate. Don't follow your lights. I don't care. Just
I always
don't follow-
I like to
Which I
follow
agree,
lights.
Don't follow your lights, but you know people are never going
People
to
do,
listen to that.
yeah. You know, the deceptive thing about the whole light following thing is if you're a new player, you think, oh, they're going somewhere fast. They must know where they're going. I'll follow them, right? Because it exudes this confidence that they zip away like, oh, they know exactly where they're going. Okay, I'll follow them. And I think new players just assume that's
That could also
the
be
thing to
part of
do.
the mentality part too.
I mean, I'm making that up, but it seems like
It
reasonable.
could be part of it though. It's sound logic.
That's because I'm in the snow. I love the snow. I love this season because I can put snow on my stream. It's very happy. Bum 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 ba ba dum. Bum bum
It's
bum
actually
ba
not
ba
the
dum.
best region to follow at all.
Dum dum dum
It's
dum
dumb
dum da da dum 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 da da dum dum.
Nobody's saying it's smart, Crimson. Nobody is saying that.
Look, yes, a lot of people are always dumb, but they still do it blindly follow without thinking what's going on.
We're simply just putting ourselves in the shoes of idiots and being like, well, why are they doing it? Well,
Yeah.
that could maybe be a good reason why they're doing it.
I don't care about that anymore. Because
Crimson, I want you to be a caring person. Keep caring. Don't stop caring.
I am caring, but the thing is, there's nothing else I can do about these
Crimson,
people.
think of them as though they're stray cats and they don't know where to go. You have to help herd them back.
No, Dar, they are not innocent as cats. It's a total different thing, Dar.
Okay.
Cat may look dumb and innocent, but they know what they're doing.
I guess
when
you're not
they're
going to save any cats.
Well, I mean, when the time comes, the cat will hunt into the mines without second thought. on their natural instinct.
They probably think they're chasing a
We
mouse.
human-
What if they grew up with mice and they made friends with mice?
Yeah, yeah. They're the
That's
friendly
what kind of
cats.
mice? Nope.
Look how great my snow looks. What a great looking stream. I need to add some Christmas lights, I guess, too.
People always thought cat and mouse can be friends. Yes, maybe they grew up together. Otherwise, most of the time, they're just gonna toy
I
until
think
we
you
die.
need some blackjack and hookers.
Some blackjack what?
And hookers.
Blackjack.
Liqueurs?
Liquors? Yeah, also.
like Black Jack Daniels liqueurs? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I was referencing Futurama, but yeah,
Oh. I've never seen Futurama.
it's great.
Futurama, yeah, it's
my
funny.
my
It's a bit like
projector
Simpsons, but
my projector died today. Its final death.
Oh,
wait, really? Oh,
Yep.
that's sad.
Yep.
Do you need a funeral?
I kind of
What
do. I don't want to say we're addicted to watching it, but we watch it every night with Effie because she likes to watch it, and movies are great on it, and so we like it. But now it's been a faithful projector screen for 10 years, and now it's dead. Not the screen, the projector itself. Now I have to get a new one. Everything's so expensive everywhere. Stop it. Stop it. Feels like the exposure on my camera is too bright. I feel overexposed here right now. Doesn't my face look all washed out?
Yeah, one last drop and then I'm gonna call it a night.
I'll probably quit after this. And no grief
I don't
when I go
think
to
you
bed.
look washed out, Dark.
No?
Washed up, maybe.
I probably do look a little washed up, yes. I'm a mech warrior, has been hero of the inner sphere. I'm saving the inner sphere through marketing, not through actual battles. If the enemy is worried enough and afraid enough of me when they see me coming, they'll retreat or they'll surrender. And still I've won the war. He must be old and wise, because look how old he is and he's not dead yet. So we better watch out for him. Oh, don't start yawning. Oh, goodness gracious. Me oh my.
Yeah, it's contagious over 20,000 miles away.
Can't believe that guy spent $27,000
You know
on
what
a
else is
computer.
contagious over 20,000 miles away, apparently?
What?
Coronavirus.
Nah.
Well, it
it's not
jumps pretty fast with air travel. There's that.
you seen the new wave of possibly new virus over in China? That
Oh,
causes
boy.
pneumonia in kids.
Pneumonia.
Yep.
That's a COVID-19 thing? Or this is a completely different thing that you're talking about?
Probably a different thing.
I don't know. I know they're going to have to come up with something good to come up with a reason as to why we have to do mail-in voting again this year, so that certain people will win the election again.
Here we go. We can't talk about that. Probably I'll get another strike. We can't talk about anything interesting.
No one ever got banned for election conspiracy talk. on
I
YouTube
wouldn't be
workplace.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. They don't
I
tell
don't think
you.
that
They don't tell you what you're going to get strikes for. They just do it. It was really like, what?
That's why you shouldn't stream on YouTube.
What I want to. I get another follower that way.
At least you know on Twitch you can say literally whatever you want without any type of recourse. Look at Hassan Piker.
I don't know who that is.
He's a pro-Palestinian political, like, well, he likes to think of himself as like a political
Pundit.
buff,
Analyst.
so to speak. He's very outspokenly all for the violence in Israel against. He's very pro Hamas, pro Palestinian, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free type person, basically. And no actions was taken on that guy. And he's a very big streamer. Like, I'm sure he's getting reported for everything that he's saying hundreds and hundreds of times a day. But nobody seems to care. I don't know, man. If you can speak out in favor of literal terrorist groups on Twitch, they probably don't care about like what you do or say.
Twitch don't care that much. It's YouTube the problem.
Yeah, they don't care. They only care when there's people report about it. And then Reddit is a place full of degens too. They are toxic against everything. So yeah.
Twitch is a better streaming platform. It kind of sucks that YouTube has taken away a lot of the bigger people.
I mean, same for Twitter too. I mean, Elon Musk did a great job with the free speech. Do whatever you want. He doesn't care.
I've always hated Twitter, though. I've always hated the format. I've never really... Maybe I just never got into it. Like, I don't really understand it because I never really used it at any point. Like, I never really tried to use it.
It used to be like very bad, and it's worse than YouTube. Anything you spoke, it was wrong or against the government, you get silenced out and permaban.
Oh, I knew that. I'm just saying, like, as far as the general format of Twitter, like the way that everything is about tweets and retweets and little bugs. I just never got used to it because I never really gave it a fair chance, and now I can't be bothered. It also kind of just seems like Twitter is a place for toxic people to say toxic stuff with no...
Boy, not just Twitter.
Consequences.
Lots of places.
Yeah, but Twitter, there's no longer any moderation.
Marauder 2 heading up.
Barely any.
Which honestly is the way it should be. You know, when you talk about the whole like forum versus publisher argument. No, it really is the way that it should be. Like, legally speaking, it is actually the way that it's supposed to work.
In any tolerant society, it's okay to be intolerant or intolerant.
Affirmative.
Now they're neo-Nazis saying they're rival and they're just plain insane.
No, I mean, like...
catch your enemy. Oh, wow. Wow.
What is happening over
there? The diver tried to snipe one of us, and then the live wall in front of him.
Target spotted.
Dies. So there's a dire whale on B4.
Probably Musk will drive Twitter to the ground. Lot of.
I mean, Twitter hasn't made money in years, dude. Elon Musk didn't drive anything into the ground.
Well, they're doing less money.
UAV up.
I'm pretty sure that if you look at Twitter's P&L, they're probably closer to a profit now than they have been in the last half decade.
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah.
V4. Thank you.
Yeah, but pure profit, is it a good thing?
So, first your argument was he's driving the company into the ground because it's not making any money. But then once I tell you it's closer to making money now than it was before, your argument becomes, well, it's making money really a good thing. Like, pick a point and stick to it. You can't, like, reverse your argument.
No. It's better for the community to make money than the handful of individuals that pocket all the money. No? The price of everything is driving up. Look at your job. You're being overworked because people don't want to stay anymore.
They didn't leave because they didn't want to stay anymore because of work. They left because they didn't want to be associated with anything Elon did.
Right torso destroyed. Right arm destroyed.
Yeah, most of them didn't leave.
Weapon
Most of them got fired.
explosion detected.
Target spotted.
Gas
And then
mask
a bunch
destroyed.
left.
Not a bunch. He gets fired
Yeah,
like
but not that much. They
50%
got
of
fired.
employees.
I have very little
Yeah,
sympathy for the
most of them
people
were
that.
layoffs, so.
Yeah, and he got a lot of heat for that. But what do you do when a company's bloated? You have to cut people. And they happen to be supremely bloated. And what did Microsoft and a bunch of other big tech companies do
Yeah,
within a couple of
nobody's
months?
talking about
They did the same thing. They did the same thing because they were bloated too.
Yep.
Nobody gave them any trouble.
Airstrike online.
Facebook laid off like
A ton of
Yeah,
people.
laid
laying
off
off
a lot of people,
tens
yeah.
of thousands of people or some crazy number where I was like, that many people work at Facebook?
Yeah, and it was totally
Big
fine
dog,
because
Google,
everybody was
them
for
out.
Facebook that was making the news.
The guy in Charlie 3 stuff.
Artillery strike online.
Apparently, Facebook at one point had 87,000 employees.
Damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, they cut almost 25% of their staffing in 2022.
Center torso critical damage. Right torso destroyed. Right arm destroyed.
Yeah, and you'd think from what everybody said that Twitter should be not even functioning because you can't function without all those people you laid off, but it functions quite well. What do you know?
Well, on the technical side.
Yeah, but they were saying on the technical side it wasn't going to, they wouldn't be able to maintain it, that it would collapse and not physically run on the servers.
Yeah, he laid off like something around 80% of the staff at the company. 80%. And people said that the platform would become unusable.
Right arm critical
And that what?
damage.
I said, and people would say that the platform would become unusable after.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's clearly
Remember
not true.
Mastodon?
It hasn't been down a single day that I've been able to tell.
No, like Elon must say, you don't need that many employees to do. Because they're
Not
all
if-
doing the filtering
you-
and the...
And they had to rewrite a bunch of the code because it was such a mess.
Nah, it wasn't that, Dar. It wasn't
Yeah,
that.
it
was
definitely
all
was
about-
that. It definitely was
all
partly
about
that.
It was all about the government, you know, trying to do the things, trying to silence people. That's all. And he just laid off all the unnecessary people. And it works well. He
If
never
you
had
want to
issue.
know how bad of a like company Twitter was before it was acquired, the last reported quarter, while Twitter was still publicly traded, in a quarter, 3 months, Twitter lost $270 million in 3 months. You're losing almost $100 million a month. As a company that, like, it's not like they're innovating anything and spending
No.
a bunch of money on, like, R&D on
Or new technology or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, we added a new feature.
Yeah, Twitter hasn't changed at all in, like, since I remember it in high school almost 10 years ago. Twitter has not really changed at all. They've increased the character limit of your tweets by a little bit, and they have, like, verified users now. And those are the only two things that changed. Yet they're losing $100 million a month.
Yeah, but you remember, verified users a joke now.
Verified
you have
users
the
were
honor-
always a joke, though.
Yeah, I think they were always a joke.
You-
Okay,
you
I gotta
have
go.
the-
joke.
I gotta go. You guys are welcome to continue talking. I encourage you to be kind and nice to each other while you disagree or not. And until next time, this has been Ghostlands, your favorite place to waste the most important moments of your life. And I'm your host and guide, Dark Marauder, who's bringing you holly jolly snow as I
Better go Be
die.
a good streamer and go host somebody.
Oh, you're so right. I've
Go
only
be a
have
good streamer.
two people that are watching.
Find sorority. Find sorority.
How about
she's,
Sarcasmo?
Who's
Find
going?
sorority or
Is Sarcasmo
Sarcasmo.
going?
You
Dashboard.
better use those
streaming,
two
yeah.
people as a badge of honor, too.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm happy to have
How
them.
proud are you of your two?
I'm really
users
proud to
that
have
you
them,
got?
actually. I'm thrilled. They're the best. Let's see. We want Sarcasmo. Sure. Here we go. Starting the raid. Here we go. Dum-ba-dum, dum-ba-dum-ba-da. Raid in 10 seconds. I'm doing my outro. Good night, everybody. Hang on until you get thrown over into Sarcasmo, into the chaos of Sarcasmo.
Sarcasmo curses on his stream.
Yeah, you might want to put your earplugs in if you're not able to handle that.
Automatically better.
It's automatically better than my stream, so sorry. That's just a service I don't provide, is cursing.
Yep.
But I will say I probably die more frequently than Sarcasmo, so I'm better in that way. Right? Yeah. Bye.
I believe that at night, Dark curses in his sleep.
I do not, actually.
No urge.
I don't. It's not part of my working vocabulary. I don't curse. I do say crud stink it, because I think it sounds funny. Or crusty sheesh. Crusty sheesh is another funny one. And if I hit my thumb with a hammer, I go, oh, I'm glad that's over with. And if somebody else hits their thumb, I say, pain is such a personal thing, don't you think?
When is the last time that you cursed, Dark?
Never.
Do you remember? Does it stick
Never.
out in your head? Is it
Never.
significant?
Never. I've never cursed
Not
like.
even while you were a kid. Not even when you were a kid.
Well, yeah, I said crap.
Oh my God, he said it again right now.
Yeah, right now. So that's the second time.
What about
We just
when
formed a
you're
memory for you.
I was in 5th grade. I came home, 4th grade probably. I came home. Our goldfish, or not a goldfish, a neon tetra had died in the fish tank, and I was sitting there. My mom was across the little counter washing dishes, and I saw that thing, and I'd heard the word. I didn't know what it meant or anything, and I said, "Look, our guppy died." I think I said.
Why were you so well languaged, even as a child or teenager or whatever? Were you in like a very strong religious family?
No, my dad was an agnostic college professor, white class, white collar, semi-intellectual as much as a geographer can be intellectual. And my mom was a Christian, but we didn't go to church more than once every blue moon. And
so why no cursing?
So nobody cursed in my family.
Right, but like when you went to high school and everybody's like,
I'll tell you the story. So I basically said, I must have been in 5th grade, maybe 4th, but I think I'm probably in 5th grade. And I said, oh crap, our fish has died. And my mom was washing dishes, and she paused and she said, do you know what that word means? And I said, no. And she said, it means cow poop. Is that what you wanted to say? And I said, no. And at that moment, and I still remember this, okay, I was young, I'm 63 now. I still remember this, thinking, oh, that's not what I wanted to say, and these words have meanings, okay? Fast forward a couple more years, I'm in middle school.
Crap doesn't mean cow poop, though.
It does. Poop. Well, it comes from farming and ranching, and it's generally used that way. Back then it was.
Oh.
So in middle school, there were kids that cussed. I had a kid in elementary school named Roni Baker who cussed up a blue streak like you've never heard before. And he was like in 6th grade. And
I've been in a channel with Drax before.
No, I've never heard as many foul words come out of another human other than this little kid. It was ridiculous. And
that's funny.
Yeah, it was sad though too. He wasn't very happy at home, you could tell, or at school, but he certainly knew a lot of words. So anyway, in middle school, I came to the realization that either yelling at people or cussing at people or cussing is communicating the opposite of what I want to communicate. If I want to tell somebody I'm upset with them, I should tell them what I'm upset about and why, not just cuss at them. If I want to tell somebody that I want them to do something different, then cussing at them isn't going to help compared to saying, why don't you do this because of this differently? And it doesn't further or help a relationship. It harms relationships. And even if people are joking around, sarcasm can be hurtful. And I got that message when I was in high school. In my junior year, I was a new Christian, and I was always making sarcastic jokes, but they were always at the expense of people around me, right? And I still have a sarcastic sense of
You were a
humor.
bully.
No, not really. Everybody laughed. We all were laughing, blah, 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 and it was all in good fun. But
Everybody else was going home and crying later.
I was a new Christian, and I really believe, still to this day, that I heard God tell me, not in an audible voice, but in a voice in my head that said, shut up, don't talk. And I'm like, what? And I heard it again, don't talk. So I stopped talking for 3 days. I used a notepad to answer any questions, and I just stopped talking for 3 days. And in that 3 days, it radically changed my thinking on speech, because I learned that I was being funny at the expense of other people. And I didn't want to be funny at the expense of other people. I didn't want to say things that hurt people just to get a laugh. And from that point on, if I used sarcasm, I tried to make it be either neutrally, kind or stuff, but not cutting and biting, or just about me, where I'm just poking fun at my own foibles and stuff like that. And so I've been married for 40 years this summer. I've got kids that are 24 to 34 years old, and my wife has never heard me speak in anger or crossly or meanly to her entire marriage. I've never spoken harshly to her. She's only heard me speak kindly to her. My kids have never heard me speak harshly to them. I've never yelled at them. I've never cussed at them. I've never spoken angrily at them. They've only heard me speak kind, loving words to them all their lives. That's all they know. Has that hurt them in their life? Absolutely not. They're fantastic. And they treat people with respect and concern and care. And I'm very proud of them. But I know that part of that is because of the way I treated them and the way I talked to Jennifer and the way I talked to them. And it's one of the best decisions I ever made in my life was to make sure my words build people up whenever possible instead of tear them down whenever possible. And it changed my life. And that was in middle school and high school and fourth grade, or those three things. So there you go. There's the whole thing. I can tell you why biblically that's a good thing, but that was my practical working out of the principle that later I found out was in the Bible. There you go. Good night, everybody. Thanks.
Bye.
Got me on a little rant.
Wow. Yeah, I got
Bye-bye.
the bonus 15 minutes. Encore.
Encore. Oh my gosh. See you guys tomorrow, hopefully.